welcome back to my channel. And so for today's video, I'm doing a what I spend in a month video. I know a little while ago what I spend in a week videos were super popular, and I even saw a couple like what I spend in a month in quarantine and just videos like that. And so I thought it'd be interesting to sit down and kind of go through all of my purchases. Not only interesting for you guys, but also for me, because I know I have such a bad habit of like just actively swiping my credit card and not really paying attention to how much I'm actually spending. And so I definitely needed to make this video for myself and kind of evaluate my purchases from here on out. But I do want to say I actually am like a very good saver. I know in this video it's not going to seem like that, but I'm actually such a good saver. And whenever I was working and stuff like that, like my entire paycheck would literally just go straight into my savings. And so I've always been like that. And so yeah, I just kind of wanted to say that because I feel like when I go through all of these purchases, you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she spends money all the time, but I'm actually a very good saver. And so the day that I'm filming this, it's November 2nd, and so I calculated all of my purchases for the entire month of October, and the only purchases that I didn't include in this video were purchases like my rent, like insurance, phone bill, stuff like that, just because I just feel like those are just like everyone's basic necessities, and I kind of wanted to focus more on all of the items that like I don't really need but I just bought instead. But yeah, so I think that's everything, and so let's go on with everything that I purchased in October. So to start off, we have October 1st, and I went to Culver's, and that was $8.77. And you guys will see throughout this video all of my like favorite restaurants, because there's definitely a lot of repeats. So that was October 1st, and then we have October 2nd. And looking back, these next few days, I like don't know what I was thinking. So October 2nd, I went to Publix, which is a grocery store, and that was $58.40. And then October 3rd, I got my HelloFresh box, which was $44.07. So I don't know why I went to like the grocery store and then knowing the next day I was gonna get my HelloFresh box. I don't know why I did that, but I did that. And then also on October 3rd, I went to Slider House, which is actually one of my like favorite restaurants in Nashville. It is so good. And so that was $17.20. And so like I said, I don't know why I literally went grocery shopping, and then I got my HelloFresh box, and then I went out to dinner that night. Like I don't know what's going on in my mind, but I did that. And so then a couple days later, on October 5th, I went to the Goo Goo Cluster store, which is here in Nashville, and I spent $13.11, and that was actually a present for my dad for his birthday. And then also that day was just my monthly subscription to Apple Music, and so that was $4.99. And then October 6th comes along, and this is where I spent a lot of money. I actually vlogged like this entire day, and so I went to UPS, and that was $12.28 to mail out my dad's birthday gift. And then I went to Target 2 separate times. I went to 2 different Targets, and so I have 2 separate purchases from there. So I spent $170.28 at my first trip to Target, and mainly that was because I bought a vacuum, and the vacuum was like $120. And so that was my first purchase at Target. And then the second purchase at Target was $32.74, and that was that like big basket that I have in my room that I fill with my blankets. Like I said, I vlogged all of this so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And then I also went ahead and filled up my gas tank, and that was $23.75. But I'm actually really thankful when it comes to gas, because my car actually has really good gas mileage, and so I'm not actively filling up my tank very often. And then also when I do, it's fairly inexpensive. I would like to say Nashville doesn't have really high gas prices. I think our average price that I normally fill up is probably like anywhere from like $2 to like $2.15, so it's really not that bad. And then also on October 6th, I went out to dinner, and I went to this restaurant called Demos, and that was $16.55. So that was just a lot happening on October 6th. And then a couple days later was October 8th, and I ended up going to Chick-fil-A. and I got a coffee. I got their like new mocha cold brew, and that was $3.16. And then I ended up going to the liquor store, and that was $31.66. And then the next day, October 9th, so I ended up going to No Baked, which is a cookie dough place here in Nashville. It's so good. So that was $5.46. And then I ended up going to Aldi, where I got some wine and I got some cookies, and that was $13.43. And then I also decided to go to Chick-fil-A, and that was $5.80. So now moving on to October 13th, so a couple days later, I went to this restaurant called The Perch, which is where I just got some coffee, and that was $5.27. And then later that night, I went ahead and got Culver's again. I know I got Culver's in the beginning of the month, and so that was $8.77. So then only a short couple of days later, so we have October 16th, and I went to Baked Bear, which is again one of my like favorite places in Nashville. It is so good. It's dessert, and so that was $6.50. And then, are we surprised, I went back to Culver's, and that was $6.57, which now that I'm looking back at it, normally it's always $8.77, so I don't know why it was $6.57. I don't know, maybe I got something different, I don't know. But that was October 16th. October 19th comes along, and I ended up going to Panda Express, and so that was $6.88. And then a couple days later, October 22nd, I went to Trader Joe's and did my grocery shopping, and that was $76. And I did vlog that. I did a huge like Trader Joe's grocery haul, and so I really stocked up on items. Normally my Trader Joe's bill is anywhere from like $20 to $50. I want to say this like 76 was like the most I've ever spent at Trader Joe's before. So that was October 22nd, and then a couple days later was October 25th, and this is just another subscription that I have. And so for some reason I have been getting charged twice for Disney Plus, and I think it's because I originally got Disney Plus, and then a little while later I wanted to upgrade so I could also get Hulu, and so I think I just like added another Disney Plus account with Hulu, and so I've been like getting charged twice for like both. I don't really know if that makes sense, but I ended up like deactivating the first Disney Plus account that I had, and so now I just have the bundle of Disney Plus and Hulu. So like now I have that figured out, but literally since April I've been doing like double Disney Plus. But anyways, so the first charge was $6, and then the second charge was $6.99 at Disney Plus. The next day, October 26th, I went back to Baked Bear. It's so good, I can't help it, and so that was $6.50. And then moving on, a couple days later was October 29th, and I went to this restaurant called Slim and Husky's. It was my first time there. It is in North Nashville, and it's like a pizza place, and so that was $13.11. And then right across the street they have like a bakery to Slim and Husky's, and it's like cinnamon rolls, and so that was $5.46. And then the following day, October 30th, I got Chick-fil-A breakfast, which was $3.92, which I actually got sick from that Chick-fil-A breakfast, so never again. And then I also went grocery shopping, and so I went to Publix, and that was $61.14. And then I also did some online shopping, and so I went to Misguided, and I spent $52.40. And then finally, the last day in October, it was Halloween. Are we surprised? I went to Culver's, and so that was $8.77 at Culver's. And so that was my entire month of October of spending, and it was a total of $735.85. So yeah, I don't know if that's like good, if that's bad. I want to say when people were doing what I spend in a week, I feel like people's weekly totals were like 700. So I feel like if my whole month is 700, then I feel like that's like fairly good, I don't know. But as you can see, a lot of my spending is just going towards food. Like I'm going out to eat or like going out for dessert. And so I really want to personally get better at that, but it's just so hard because pretty much every single time I've gone out to eat, it's obviously with a friend, and I feel like that's such an easy thing when you want to hang out with someone, is you're just like, oh, like let's go out to eat, like let's go out to dinner, or like let's go get some ice cream or something like that. And so it's so easy to just like always do that, and so I need to get better at like suggesting other things when I want to hang out with friends. But yeah, that was my monthly total, and also like I said, it's pretty much all food. I didn't really go out and buy like clothes or stuff like that. I just did like that one purchase from Misguided. But yeah, so that was my month of October. But if you guys want to see me do this video again, but only for the month of November, let me know. I feel like that might be interesting because we have like Black Friday, getting ready for Christmas, so I feel like there's gonna be kind of a lot of shopping in the month of November, and hopefully I will be better and not go out to eat all the time. So let me know if you guys want a monthly video of November. But I don't know, I just thought this video was really interesting to do, and so if you guys enjoyed it, please let me know. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to follow me on all my social medias. I will link them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.